So this is a video about how to get started with Google Classroom. So the first thing you need to do is open up your web browser. So I would recommend when using Google to use Chrome. The two are very compatible, they're the same system. Now when you go open up Chrome, you should go to your Google page, which is automatic. And then you have to sign into Google so Google knows where you are, who you are. You just go up to the right-hand corner, there's sign in. Click there. Now immediately, if you've never used Google before, you're going to have to type in your email address. And your email address I'm about to give to you. But since I already have, mine is just waiting for me. So you click on it, and then of course put your password in. Now once you do, you're now signed into Google. So I'm going to go quickly here to show you what your password is. And specifically your password is this. Your email is this, your new email for Braintree. Now the confusing thing is a lot of people have different Google accounts. You want to make sure you use your Braintree Google account. So if you're a student, you're going to sign in with this. firstname.lastname@bpsstudents.braintreeschools.org. You're going to have to do that every time, and if you're your computer's probably going to save it, but you need to remember it. There are going to be times when you have to re-sign in, so you need to write that down, put it in your phone. Teachers have a slightly different email, and that's what they would have to sign in for. Now, of course, once you do that, it's going to ask you for your password. Now, the passwords are a little tricky. Originally, this was student passwords at the beginning of this year. Then this became the password. And finally, all student accounts now have this password. I would write down all three. I would pause this video and write down all three and use all three. Now, if for some chance your account does not open up with any of these three, your teacher should send Mr. Fredericks your name, and I will reset your password to the bottom one, $12345, symbol ABCDE. Now that said, let's move on. So you're at the Google page, and now you want to go to Google Classroom. So there's two ways to do that, but the easiest is just to write Google Classroom. Now you do a Google search, you click on the top one, and that brings you to Google Classroom. Now I have already been here, so I have all my classes here. If you are new, the first thing on the bottom of the screen it's going to ask you to do is type, are you a teacher or student? After you do that, then you come up to this plus symbol up here. And when you click there, it's going to say create class, join class. Your teacher would create one, you would join one. When you click join class, it's going to ask you for the code. So you type in the code that Mr. Tibbetts or whatever teacher you have is giving you, and once you do that, you'll go right into their class. So you can do that now. Now, let me show you what it looks like. When you click on a class as a student, this is Mr. Smith's class, you have all of these assignments. So you go into the first assignment, you click open. Now, when you have an assignment, there are lots of things. Sometimes teachers will give you their resources here, like for instance, this is the assignment sheets that you're supposed to fill in for Mr. Smith right here, as you can see. And once you're done with whatever assignment, you go all the way up here and you turn it in, and then Mr. Smith can give you a grade. So I will do that, and now that assignment is turned in, and I can see my grade once he has graded it. But the other thing you can do, if you go back to the class, if you go into any assignment, it immediately asks you what do you want to do, and it gives you create and add. If you click create, you can make a document, you can make what's the equivalent of a PowerPoint or an Excel sheet or Paint, and if you make these documents, you can create anything and still turn it in. You can also click here and add something for the assignment. Out of your Google Drive, you can put a link in, or you can put a file. A file is really good for uploading pictures. Going into Google Drive to link to pictures is also a good option. If you ever want to post anything in the class, you go all the way down to the bottom, and there's a plus sign right here. And essentially, if you click that, you can post to the class and type whatever you would like, and that everybody will be able to see it. There are many other details to Google Classroom, but that should be enough to get you started. Thank you.